Here we are.
Let's go.
Yeah. How's your week been, man?
My week?
Yeah.
It's been alright. Just, work, chilling, same shit as always.
Staying inside.
Yeah, same.
I mean, the weather's been okay.
It's been kind of colder, but
kind of shitty. I mean, we can't really complain. We've had a
pretty blessed winter.
Pretty blessed winter for where we're at. Yeah.
Global warming is alive and well.
Yeah. Man, summer's around the corner, eh? Just fucking 6 more months. Yeah, man. My week's been all right, you know. I mean, it could be better. Like sometimes, when you're on social media.
Yeah.
And you just have the tendency to like see like people living better lives than you.
Yeah. Miami.
People out in Miami and shit like that.
Yeah.
See Lil Pump.
It's Lil Pumping out too. Oh.
Lil Pump. Well, I don't know. He's not releasing music, that's for sure. Actually, no. Wasn't he? I think he's got a track with Chris Brown, hey?
He's got a track with Chris Brown.
Yeah, I guess he's dropping like what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Yeah, I guess he's got a track with Chris Brown coming out. And, I mean, I think it follows suit with, like, Lil Pump's behavior lately because he's exploding women. Or, sorry. He's following in Tyga's footsteps, and he's created an OnlyFans, like, kind of like paywall thing called Pump's Playhouse.
Pump's Playhouse.
Yeah. You see that?
I think, I saw something about that. I seen him in bed with a bunch of women or something, and it's like,
must be nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's paying? Who's really paying for that?
People are paying for that.
I could see people paying for that.
But for sure. Just imagine the wild shit that goes on. Like, there's got to be some wild shit. Like if I know anything about like Tyga's, like what is it? It's called like Too Raw. He calls it like an entertainment business or whatever. Yeah. But you know what it is. It's soft to hardcore porn. Who knows? I haven't paid for it.
Yeah.
It's just the word on the street.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a bunch of bitches, running around in a playground, which is a famous rapper's mansion. Shaking their ass, showing their titties. Actually, Blueface did the same shit.
Yeah, it's becoming like a kind of
Blueface
trend,
did,
yeah.
But Blueface took like the Flavor Flav route,
Oh yeah.
Kind of type. It was like a contest kind of shit. I don't know. Again, I didn't pay for it.
Blueface, he just got I think he just got his Instagram back.
Oh, because he got banned for that shit?
He got banned for like the whole thing. There was that one guy on his Instagram that was grabbing every single woman in the whole
just part of his posse?
Yeah.
It's like, bro, they're not here for you. Yeah. They're clearly here for Blueface.
Yeah, he grabbed every girl. He had his dick out. There was a lot of
Instagram?
On Instagram Live, like on the story. He was doing a lot.
Oh, come on.
Was doing a lot, and then Twitter was going around like, "Yo, don't be as down bad as this guy."
Dead ass.
Yeah, because this guy was doing the most.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. Like they banned like fucking Freddie Gibbs for like posting just like memes and shit like that.
Yeah.
And then you got motherfuckers like Blueface's crew whipping their dicks out on the story.
Yeah, no, it was wild.
And they're posting that?
They're posting.
I want to know.
Blueface posted everything. I don't know if that's why he got banned, but like recently he's getting his Instagram back.
I want to see the PR manager behind that. You think it's that guy whipping his dick out? That's the PR guy?
I don't know. It was I'm pretty sure it was just some guy in a wife beater. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He was just happy to be there. He was probably tanked.
Dude, he was the chauffeur. He's like, y'all mind if I come in for a drink? Like, he's driving the limo and he's like, damn, it sounds wild out there.
Yeah. No, yeah. But
I'd say like Pump seems a little bit more tame. Actually, you know what? I heard he got Riley Reid on that shit.
Yeah, because I've seen him with Riley Reid a couple years back.
He posted something. He posted a post with Riley Reid on IG. She's all bent over, doing Riley Reid stuff.
Oh, shit. Riley Reid, I don't know.
I mean, what did you expect, right?
Yeah.
She's like the Amber Rose of like porn, I guess.
Yeah.
She does the same stuff as Amber Rose, just,
She's wild.
I imagine she gets some sort of money for that.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Riley Reid, I guess she had to get a new Instagram because Instagram just fucking hates her.
She got banned too?
Well, you know, like, I don't follow her, but I've come across her page. I swear,
Okay.
if my girlfriend's listening to this, I don't follow Riley Reid, okay? I just happen to come across
We don't
her
follow
page.
porn stars on this.
I don't do
no,
that.
Actually, we love porn stars, but we don't follow them on
I mean, I respect the hustle, you know? Like, sex work is real work, right? Or whatever.
Yeah, but my girlfriend doesn't allow me to follow anything.
Anyways, I happened upon her page
Yeah.
sometime in the past, and like right in her bio it says, you know, me doing nothing, and then it's like Instagram, you have violated our terms and service or terms of service or whatever, you know. And so I seen this pump pic, right, and I guess I accidentally double clicked it or whatever, and I happened to click on her tag. So it brought me to her page, which is her new Instagram page, because her old Instagram got banned again. Because I think it's been done like several times over.
Yeah.
Same shit in the bio. I think it's called, now, I didn't remember it or anything like that, but I think it's something along the lines of like, let Riley live.
Allow it, yeah.
But to be fair, I mean, even for a porn star, she's posted some pretty risque stuff in the back. I mean, imagine that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Imagine that. Riley Reid, a porn star, posting some risque stuff.
Riley Reid she's pretty wild. So I've heard.
Yeah, so I've heard.
But yeah, no, Riley Reid, yeah, she's wild. That's all I can really say.
Yeah.
So her being banned a couple times on Instagram, it's no surprise to me. Yeah, let her live. I mean,
let Riley live, man.
Give her that. Just give her.
Let her do whatever she does. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too familiar with what she does.
At least give a disclaimer, like you're about to go on Riley Reid's Instagram. Da.
Yeah, you know what? That's just funny. You know how they have like those disclaimers on like Twitter, but like they got like shit that like they kind of like block it off first, and it's like this is mature content or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like why don't they have like a not safe for work function on like social media sites? Yo, Instagram,
For like
pay me because that's genius, right?
Yeah, because Instagram is a pretty big platform where a lot of people use.
And I'm sure they
use it for their business, right? So like if someone's business is adult entertainment, at least
I'm
have
sure
some leeway.
I'm sure like with their algorithms and their AIs and shit like that, they can figure out a way to like automatically detect like stuff that's like not safe for work and stuff like that, and just do the the little filter like Twitter does it, right? I mean, I'd imagine people report it first before it gets that filter, but I'm sure there's AIs that can do it
exactly
indiscriminately.
And honestly, it's the way the internet is now. You can't really censor the internet. I'm not gonna lie to you. People are gonna find what they're gonna. People are gonna find whatever they're looking for anyway.
It's true, but I forgot how wild the internet was until I got back on Twitter last year. Like, cause I took like I was not on Twitter for a long time, right? It was just like the bubble gum, like I was on Instagram and Facebook and all that. And when I got on Twitter again, I was like, damn, like
Twitter's pretty wild. But
it's
I
like porn.
I like it.
It's like porn on there.
Yeah,
they just post whatever.
That's not.
That's the free speech app.
That's the free speech app. You got people saying whatever, the crazy stuff on there, but like that's just their opinion, and that's just how people think. So it's kind of like it's not really. It's a lot like it's one of the last places where people can really say what they think, and people can argue their points of views. It gets a little hostile. It gets a little tense sometimes, but.
Yeah, but on the same coin, they're the same people that like originally like perma-banned Trump, right?
Yeah, that's true, but
that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Banning the president of the United States from free speech.
Yeah,
it's weird. It's Orwellian. It's Orwellian, but at the same time, I mean, he wasn't posting dicks on Twitter, but like, I'd imagine there's some harm that can come from whatever he's saying on Twitter, right? Right. Yeah. It just took me back when I first got back onto Twitter. I was like, damn, like they're really just posting
because the thing is,
here.
you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that aren't on Twitter, but like Twitter isn't a very inviting app for people who like if you want to get on Twitter, it's hard to get followers. It's hard to even like whatever you post. It's really hard to get out there.
Exactly.
So, but like a lot of stuff I feel like a lot of people should see. Like sometimes I'll share something from Twitter to someone. They'll be like, I don't have Twitter, because you need a Twitter account to view a lot of this stuff too. Right?
No. You can open a web browser, I'm sure. Oh no,
no, like to actually view stuff. Yeah, you gotta log in,
right?
right? So people are like, I don't have Twitter. I'm like, you should get on Twitter. It's really hard to get people on Twitter.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Now, yeah, see, like Twitter is inherently like, you know, like that's like there's some more edgier content on there. But like I was surprised when I got to like the edgier part of like say like TikTok. Like there's some pretty wild shit. I thought it was just, you know, like some bubblegum like wholesome, you know, dancing, you know, some pretty funny like, you know, like comedians and stuff like that. But then you got shit like the silhouette challenge and like thought talk.
What's up? Oh shit!
I found out it's like, see, TikTok is kind of like Reddit in a way where it's got like these subcategories, but it's not like actually categorized. It's just like, you know, call it as you see it, right?
Yeah.
But when I see bitches like shaking their ass, doing the bus it challenge or whatever, I'm like, damn. This is like a whole other part of TikTok that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah, exactly.
And if my girlfriend is still listening, I'm not on Thought Talk. It's just sometimes it pops. You know, some people share shit. I don't know. It's just
it happens.
You know, I happen upon it, right? But yeah, like there's some pretty risque stuff.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you would have, I think I might have said this before. If you'd have told me 2-3 months ago that I would be using TikTok, maybe even like 45 minutes a day, if that, I would have told you you're fucking crazy. Because TikTok to me was just this cringy app.
That's what I was thinking.
Bubblegum cookie cutter bullshit. Right?
But you delve into it and you get into the good shit. Yeah. There's a lot of good shit on TikTok. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of cringe.
But I watched a video on YouTube, and it was telling me that the algorithm for TikTok, your For You page, the more you watch videos, and the videos that you do watch, and the videos you don't watch, the videos you spend time on, the accounts you spend time on, that's how they cater to your For You page. And it becomes like pretty much directly for you.
Exactly.
The algorithm is very it's very strong.
And I'm not saying that's why I stay away from those Thought Talk videos. I'm just saying I got next to no Thought Talk videos on my feed for the most part.
I just got funny videos.
But sometimes it just happens. It just infiltrates your feed, right? Like I was saying, that silhouette challenge.
Because the thing is, you're a straight male.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yo, I was reading some crazy shit. Actually, I seen it on TikTok. It's like talking about how like you know, like obviously we know like these companies on the internet, they like sell their information and shit like that. But Google especially, I guess like there's a way that you can actually track exactly what Google gives out to everything. It's part of the terms and services. You can check you can check that shit, right? So it'll show you exactly what they put, like what kind of demographic they put you in. It's like, oh yeah, single, 18 to 24 or whatever, no kids, blah blah blah. And that's how these algorithms work, right? They sell that kind of information.
Yeah, exactly.
I see it on TikTok. It's crazy. Like they pulled it up.
No, these algorithms are getting like scarily specific.
Well, dude, there's Elon Musk who said AI is going to be like the end of human civilization.
Because even I would tell you, I would probably be, I think it was 2016, 2015. I watched a YouTube video on like these AI algorithms, right? Mm-hmm. And it gets to the point where like this targeted advertisement, it can tell that you're having like your wife or you're pregnant before you know it. Like that's how specific it is. And like even like if you're homosexual, it'll know if you're homosexual before you come to realization. You even be like, okay, look, I'm gay. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like it's
your Instagram is coming out to you
just based on your trends and like how you conduct yourself. It's kind of like, okay, like you can pick up on stuff. And this was 5-6 years ago. So just imagine how strong it is now, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Elon Musk was saying, it's like, and dude, Elon Musk is an alien. He knows everything, right? So when he says like, yeah, we should be wary of like AI and shit like that, because it does get scary, man. It gets like scary accurate. Like you got AI created content now, like books, movie scripts, videos, ideas for skits,
Yeah.
like I'd imagine some of these like big influencers use these fucking AI created. It's easy,
Yeah, no, because the thing is with the AI, you have to realize the computing power is already millions, if not trillions, times stronger than our own brains, correct?
Yeah, it's like a
yeah.
billion. It's a billion
Yeah,
humans.
we're
Right?
as of right now, we're using this tool to our advantage. But I don't think a lot of people realize that we're like someone said something. It was like computers are gonna take over. Da da da. Like honestly, I think they already have. They already have.
Well, if
We're-
if you think about it, it's like we're technically like we're biohuman, or sorry, we're like cyborgs.
Cyborgs already, yeah.
Like our phone is like a part of us, right? Dude, I'll tell you what. Like this is just like a few weeks ago. I went one day without my phone. It wasn't bad, right? It was chill. But like it wasn't me that had an issue with it. It was like my family picked up that I didn't have my
Yeah.
phone on me,
Like,
and they got worried sick. My little sister is like messaging people. She's like, "Do you know where he's at? I'm scared. I don't know. He's usually answering us. Blah blah blah." Like, and like I barely even engage in like I got a family group chat with my it's just keep in touch with them and shit like that. I barely engage in that. And they noticed that I went like 8 hours without responding to them, and they were worried sick. They were worried sick.
No, it's like our friend Dylan. He said this a while ago too, a couple years ago too. He said like I think he either lost his phone or his phone was dead. He said every time my phone is dead, I feel like I'm disconnected from the world.
For real though, you feel lost.
You feel lost,
Right?
and then I was like, that is one of the truest that was one of the truest things I've ever heard.
Like if I didn't live in this city for as long as I had, and I had no natural compass, like,
Yeah.
I would dead ass feel lost.
You feel
it's
lost.
That big of a
Yeah,
it's
'cause
a big enough city, and it's not even a big city in the grand scheme
Yeah.
of things. But it's a big enough city where people can feel lost. They have no sense of direction. They don't know where north is. They don't know what fucking time it is. That's why I keep a watch on me. Not really. It's for the drip, but
yeah.
like it's pretty crazy. Like how much it's become like it's something that everybody's like, oh yeah, you better be careful of this. But there's really no escape from it, right? No. You don't really have too much of a choice if you're like I'm like a young person in my 20s working and shit like that, just trying to get by and shit.
Yeah.
I'll need to use my phone on a daily basis for everything I do. Work,
Yeah.
getting to work,
Even
being up on time for work,
even getting a job.
getting a job. Exactly.
You need
I
a
mean,
phone.
I got computers, but like, you need a phone, right? Like,
But that's where it comes.
barely
to
anybody
it's-
does emails now,
Yeah,
man. It
that's-
was so weird. I was like talking to my building manager about like some maintenance that need to be done, and I seen that she posted this notice. It's like, yeah, any inquiries that you need to like give us about maintenance, send to this email. And I realized it's her behind that email. It's her email, right? And I have her number, and I've been texting her about some other thing, and then I emailed her. And then I thought I was just gonna, keep it formal, like how, like, I'm just trying to just play by the rules, right? And I'm emailing her about this maintenance issue, and I'm texting her about this other thing, and eventually she just crosses over the next day and just like texts me about the email that I was sending her. I was like, then why are we doing this, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody does it through their phones. Even your email you do through your phone, right? It's just like I was emailing from my phone, but it's like I could just text her or call her. It's that easy.
No, but that's the thing too. Like, I just got this job, right? So like while I'm working, they give me a work phone, and through this work phone, I contact through like dispatch. I contact my manager.
Yeah.
I contact a couple other people. I read emails off this device as well, but they'll still call me on my actual phone.
Yeah. So what's the point of the fucking
Yeah,
work
what's
phone?
the point of the work phone? They'll call me on my phone because I'm supposed to check in hourly because I work alone. So I check in like hourly periodically. But if I don't like check in like after a certain amount of time, they'll call me. They're like, "Hey, are you okay?"
Yeah, I guess
Instead of calling me through the work phone, correct? Like it's like
right.
it's like you need your phone no matter like what you're doing.
Exactly.
And that's but then that's the one thing too. Like let's say you're someone like I realize this. Let's say you're someone with no money. and you're looking for a job, you don't have money to pay for the phone. But now you need your phone when you're at work.
Oh, that's the issue, right? Like, even, like, people who are trying to get off the streets and shit like that.
Yeah.
I guess, like, in some places, to open a bank account, you need at least $50 to your name. To open a bank account.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're trying to get a job. They require direct deposit, so they ask you for like your banking information. It's like, oh, I don't have a bank. It's like, okay, well, you can't get paid. I mean, there's other ways around that. Of course, I'm sure any company is willing to cut a check.
Yeah.
But I guess in some places they're not. So like, that's the eternal, like, that's it's a paradox, right?
Yeah. No, it's
a homeless
paradox. It's a fucking rat race.
Yeah.
You're trying to get to somewhere where it's like, okay, but you need this, you need this, you need this. Like, you need money, you need to get to work. Like, it's kind of like, it's one of those where it's just...
Hey, man, you can't make money without the internet, is a thing, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of internet money, man. Can we talk about internet money for a second?
Let's talk about internet money.
Some of my favorite producers in the game right now, man. Really, I don't know most of them. I'm just familiar with their work. But most specifically, Nick Mira. Dude, this kid is a genius. And I'm saying kid because he's literally a kid. I think he's 19 years old. He's got platinum records to the roof. He's got some of the biggest names in hip-hop on his songs. Like, fuck, man. Like, you know that Lemonade song?
Yeah.
Roddy Ricch, Don Toliver, Nav. They took Nav off the remix. Why they gotta do him like that, you know? Gunna's on it, I think.
Gunna.
Why you gotta replace Gunna with, or why you gotta replace Nav with Gunna, you know? But yeah, man, this kid is crazy, so crazy. Honestly, I think he's one of those names where it's like, you know how they talk about E40, right? Sorry, not E40, 40 Shabib. Fuck, not E40 the rapper. I'm talking about 40 Drake's producer. I feel like Nick Mira is gonna be in the same conversation as like goats like 40 or people like even
that name. I've seen that name. I'm pretty sure he produced a Jay Critch song.
I could imagine, man. I could imagine. Like,
I've seen that name. Like, I've seen Prod Nick Mira. I've seen that 100%.
The Mira touch, man, is what he calls it. He's got branding behind his name, everything like that, man. And he's just this guy with a laptop, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, you need the internet to make money, but like, if you want to make some serious money through the internet,
Nick Mira's your guy. That's your guy.
Internet money, man. That's what it is nowadays, man. Like, that's the thing. I love this shift, this paradigm shift in hip hop, where it's not so focused solely on the artist. It's funny because people talk about how like rap doesn't have like enough bars, you know, enough like it doesn't have like that Wu-Tang fucking 20 different, you know, rhyme schemes and all these different flows and shit like that. But it's all it's like more melodic based and shit like that. Is because people are relying mainly on the production, right? Yeah. But that's the thing. It puts more light on producers. Now, when an album comes out, you almost always see like the production credits on it, or there's a way that you can find it very easily if you look up the song, right? I mean, Cardi kind of he's got a bad rap for, you know, even paying his producers, let alone, you know, giving them the proper credit on his albums. So, like, we talked about it in a former podcast about him not proper, like, he removed some beat tags from some well-known producer, like Wheezy. He removed a Wheezy tag. Like, you want that on your album, right?
Exactly. No.
I mean, if you're anybody but him, because he's got so much clout behind him, but like, you want these beat tags on your songs, so they're like, oh shit, this is like this is a Wheezy beat. This is
exactly. No, like, sometimes I get excited when I hear those producer tags at the beginning.
I get especially excited, man. I pay so much attention to that. That's like one of the biggest things I pay attention to, right? Is because
and you're like, oh shit, okay.
It's a trade-off, right? Like, we don't have enough bars, or we don't have as much bars as we used to in hip hop, but you gotta understand the production level has gone astronomically up. We're not doing shit with SP404s anymore. We're not doing shit with fucking MPC 2000s, you know. Shit's done in FL Studio, and shit bangs, man. Shit bangs in FL Studio, man. That's Fisher Price's My First DAW, you know? Like, there's literally kids just like fucking straight out of high school making thousands of dollars off of clicking a mouse. You know?
Yeah.
And I think like it just like it just goes to show that like you know, you don't have to be musically inclined in a sense. You don't have to know much about music. Like that's the thing. Like rappers were always like it's like yeah, I can't play an instrument, but you know I got these crazy words in my head. But now it's just like yeah, like I can't play an instrument, but you know I can like I know these I can hear a melody when I hear it, right?
Exactly.
I know a melody when I hear it, right?
You know it sounds good when you hear it.
Exactly.
You know how to move.
Do what sounds good.
Yeah.
Like shout out Kenny Beats. Just don't overthink shit, man. Just do that shit, right? That's the thing. That's where hip hop has come to. You know, I'm not even gonna say headed because that's exactly where we are in the game right now, right? But yeah, I could see Jay Critch on a Nick Mira beat easy. This kid is crazy talented. Crazy talented. Okay, so full disclosure, we just took a break just to you know, do some fact checking. And yeah, dude, Nick Mira is the GOAT.
Yeah, no, I was right. He did produce a Jay Critch.
One of our favorite Jay Critch songs.
Cameras. That's a banger. If you haven't heard that song, that's a banger.
That's one of we play that shit all the time. We're big fans of Jay Critch on this podcast. Shout out Jay Critch. You look at his wiki, man. Some of the biggest songs in hip hop over the last 4 years has been produced by a kid who is still going to high school. Come on, put some respect on Nick Mira's name. That's all I got. Like, come on, man.
Come on, yeah.
Speaking of internet money, man. You see Soulja Boy trying to cash in on that crypto craze right now?
Man, Soulja Boy.
I would have loved if he called it Soulja Coin. But you know what it's called?
What's it called?
It's called Crank That. Invest in Crank That.
I don't care what anyone says. Soulja Boy is a hustler. He'll hustle anything. He'll sell anything.
Remember the
Soulja Boy is the embodiment of the internet when it comes to rap and everything that is rap. This guy has been on YouTube since the beginning. This guy's done. He's viral.
You want to talk about TikTok? He was the first one to do like one of those viral dances. That's the first dance I can remember learning how to like dance. The Soulja Boy, man. We did that in fucking gym class. You know the dance segment we cranked that Soulja Boy. Superman that hoe in gym class in 4th grade. Come on.
No, I still remember kids doing it on the playground.
You. Exactly, man.
So.
Crank that. And he had that shit where he was trying to do he was trying to sell his Soulja system. What is that game
this
system?
Guy's been hustling.
And it's really just like some AliExpress shit or whatever, like some Chinese made emulator. This guy like his hustle never stops.
This guy's streaming too. He's streaming on Twitch.
Streaming. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but he was the one who put Famous Dex on. Hey.
No way.
He was the first one to back and co-sign Famous Dex way back in the day. Before Dex even had like long dreads. It was like Dex with like short hair.
That's crazy.
And he was the first one to put him on. He got a song with him.
Soulja, that's my guy. Big Gucci Soulja.
Big Draco!
That's the guy right there.
He's a sensation, man. Like everything he does goes viral, right? Like remember that story that he had? Where he's like, I had these motherfuckers breaking into my house and I came down with the parachute. So good.
Yeah.
Man, there's just some people who just are they're just inherently talented and just, you know, kind of monetizing everything that they do.
Exactly, yeah.
Soulja's just one of those guys, man.
This guy's viral.
I don't know if I'm gonna invest in Crank That dollar though.
Yeah, probably not.
Crank That bucks.
I was thinking investing in Dogecoin.
Hey man, I heard it's on the rise. You know,
yeah, people are trying to.
I see Yachty always posting about it on Twitter, man. He's all for that shit. You know, I mean, I get it, it's a meme, and I heard about it before, but like now it's like it's you know it's putting itself in the conversation with like you know all these other cryptos. Well, I mean, I know there's a bunch of them, right?
There's a bunch, yeah. But the thing is, because the thing is, the whole idea with crypto was to move away from these physical dollars and these traditional, like national coins. So if like the thing is, if that's what they were predicting, if that's what's gonna happen, might as well invest into something.
Yeah, it's funny how this little like meme kind of like sabotage on the stock market with the whole GameStop fiasco has like really brought to light like the serious like complications that we have with our like global economy when it comes to stocks and stuff like that. They're like saying that like this whole like they call it a short. I don't know much about stocks, but they're calling it a short squeeze. What Redditors are doing to billionaire hedge fund fucking execs around the world. They're saying it's gonna crash the stock market.
Yeah, because the thing is,
on one hand, I think maybe it's not that serious, but on the other hand, it's like it's cool that they're bringing that to light, and also it's just like maybe that's what we need.
No, because the thing is, I do think it is that serious because it is shown that if you do put enough money into a certain stock, it's gonna rise, and for the most part, a lot of the people that have billions of dollars, millions of dollars, the most money, they're the people that can put all this money into a stock. So just imagine one person puts $1 billion into a certain stock. It's going to go up no matter what.
Well, especially with the whole concept of short trading, right?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's what these billionaires are doing, right?
Yeah.
They're betting on the fact that these stocks would go down, right? So they buy up these stocks and try to sell them back, or maybe I'm getting that wrong. I'm probably butchering it. I don't know shit about stocks. I was familiar with the idea, but I have to get They're
back
basically betting on the stock market, right? I mean, I guess all stock trading is kind of betting in some way or gambling in a sense. But yeah, they're betting on like basically a sure bet because GameStop has been on the decline for years, right?
Exactly.
But I just love that, that like there's such an upset that just a bunch of people investing into GameStop stocks and shit like that can cause these rich people to lose literally billions of dollars. I think like the total loss calculated so far overall is like upwards of 70 billion.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And that just puts into perspective, that's one stock, dude.
Yeah.
That just GameStop. Think of how much like money is traded in a single day. That's unfathomable.
It's crazy.
That's nuts. They did the same thing with the AMC stock. You know what AMC is?
Yeah, AMC, yeah.
Like, that's fucking nuts. That really just puts in perspective how much a dollar is worth nowadays.
No, because even I was.
Hey Alexa,
yeah,
play "How Much a Dollar Costs" by Kendrick Lamar.
I was listening to the radio when I was on work. It was like the local radio around here, right? Local Edmonton radio, and then they had the stocks guy or whoever. I guess I don't know what his name would be or his title would be on the radio, but he talked about stocks, and he was talking about GameStop and AMC going up, and BlackBerry as well. I don't know if BlackBerry had anything to do with this whole Reddit fiasco, whatever's going on, but he had no idea what was going on. Yeah. He was just like, AMC's going up. He's like, if you don't know about AMC, AMC's an older like movie theater, movie channel. It's American
right? Movie
but
channel.
He had no idea. He didn't have any idea what was going on with GameStop and AMC. He just knew that they were going up. And that's all he said. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was on a 12-hour shift and he came on the radio 3 or 4 times and he said the exact same thing. He was like, they're going up.
Yeah.
He had no idea what was really going on. So it really shows you the perspective, like what's going on. Like you have to be on the internet. You have to be aware, especially with this like whole. I don't know, just the way things are going now. Like,
well, that's the thing. That's the thing, right? They see all these like these corporations, right? Like like they got their Twitter accounts and shit like that, and they're trying to be trendy and hip with like the young people, or they're getting into the memes, and they actually hire these people who are like meme experts essentially to like make us seem more welcoming to the younger crowd and shit like that, and more hip and like it's like because when you see like someone who's like, oh, this brand thinks like me, they get this meme just like we do, they know what but really the CEOs of this company are like decrepit and like they look like crypt keepers, and they're just sitting there on their mounds of gold bars, and they're they're so it's all a facade, right? But I just I take more enjoyment than like like I see like Wendy's posts on Twitter talking shit about McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good laugh, right?
That's funny, yeah.
But what's really funny is when a bunch of people on like a subreddit or something go out, throw a couple bucks into some stocks, and collectively make these rich people lose billions of dollars. Yeah. That's fucking hilarious. Now, of course, there's some shit that's morally wrong with this whole stock trading thing, because they actually put like a hold on like what you can do with these stocks because it got so out of control. Like,
because
Robinhood is like a very popular one for like just like the layman to get into stock trading and stuff like that, right? And they're being criticized for kind of limiting that access. And it's kind of ironic because the app is called Robinhood, right?
Exactly, yeah.
The whole fucking gist is like, take from the rich, give to the poor, right?
Exactly.
And like, there's an old tweet that they have. It's like, let the people trade, but now they're not letting people trade.
Yeah, I just don't think they could take this over.
It's like the Robinhood app has become exactly what they've demonized in the past, or capitalized on the fact that everybody hates.
Yeah, because I think the thing with the Robinhood app, there was people that had little to no experience in the stock market going, and they would trade in, like, you know what I mean, like some people that have no idea what they're doing for the most part. Mm-hmm. They'll be like, okay, you want to come and trade stocks? Come here. Mm-hmm. And then like now look, they're like, now you have all these people that are coming in that have like, they're like, okay, like we're gonna do this. It's the same as all these other people.
I heard the White House is actually monitoring like the GameStop trading and shit like that, because
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're calling on like actually like restructuring how the entire stock market is being managed, which is like, again, I don't shit about stocks. I don't know what they're talking about, right? But yeah, I heard that like the White House is monitoring like shit like that, which is kind of fucking weird, right? Considering it's a free market, and I'm more I got some libertarian values, and I think that the government should stay far away from a lot of people's like personal interests and stuff like that. There's some things that they should be involved in, but like when it comes to like stock trading and shit like that, let the free market live, man.
Yeah, no,
that's how it's done, man. Like,
what's it called? Laissez-faire? Something like that?
Laissez-faire, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Throwing it back.
Yeah, back to social, yeah.
Exactly. Laissez-faire. And it's all is fair in fucking love and doge, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, go back to what I was saying about Robinhood. Pretty much they were taxing people that had no idea what they were doing with stocks.
Yeah.
But now they got all these people coming in trying to do this with this GameStop thing. They're you know what I mean? They're gonna try to like stop it to an extent. I don't know exactly what's going on, but they're trying to cap how much money people are making. They're stopping people's trades. They're trying to scare people into
it's rich people being rich people.
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
They're like, oh yeah, like we support the free market. It's like, oh no, please don't do that. Don't trade those stocks. Yeah. Don't invest in that. No, you can't do that. It's like, fuck you, man.
Because it's information that they don't think that everyone should have, but that people aren't being taught.
Oh, for sure, man. You know what? Like, it's really hard to sympathize with these fucking rich ass fucking CEOs of these companies.
But back to what you were saying. I just want one quick point. Back to what you're saying about these big decrepit CEOs and all this stuff. It was a Reddit post. Do you know how in tune with the internet, or like in tune with the now you have to be able to like
catch
that, right?
Exactly.
Like now you're like the way that things are going so quickly, information is moving so quickly on the internet. You have to be in the now. You can't have a random guy that knows about memes trying to keep up to date with everything.
That's the thing. You can have one guy tweeting funny shit on your company's Twitter, right? But it's like, really, you should have a team of people monitoring like all social media websites and like forums and shit like that, involving anything related to your business, right? If you want to keep anything sacred,
because things are moving quick.
Exactly.
And that's just how it's going. But
hey man, like
we're living in the information age.
Like I said, I don't know shit about stocks. I've never been a stock trader. I personally choose to invest in stuff that always will have a concrete value, like gold. I like jewelry. I recognize the value that gold holds, and it's just a weird thing that us humans have where we're like, oh, it's shiny and it doesn't rust. Yeah. Well, I'll pay hundreds of dollars for that. Speaking of which,
I know where you're headed with this one.
Uzi. Yo.
Some people are saying it's $11 million. Pink diamond he's putting on his chain. Some people are saying it's $24 million.
I seen the size of that and the way he described it. Like I sell jewelry for a living. It's part of my job, right? And I understand the value of like diamonds, and like yes, it's true. The diamond market isn't as diamonds aren't as expensive as they're made out to be. Like there's so much diamonds mined in a year. Most of it is gone to like industrial stuff, right? So like that's like your diamond tipped bits and saw blades and stuff like that for construction and stuff like that, right? But the finer diamonds is where the real money is, right? These big ass, clear ass diamonds, right? And also just how they're cut and stuff like that, right? A natural pink diamond, colored diamonds, hard to come by in general that are clear and they have no, they have no, shit inside of them. They have no cracks, nothing like that, right? I seen the size of that stone. I mean, it's just a picture, but from my amateur knowledge, that could easily be worth $24 million. Easy.
Yeah. Easy. That was the first estimate was $11 million. Then Uzi corrected people because people were like, it's $2 million a carat, and then Uzi was like, it's 12 carats.
That's fucked.
$24 million.
That's fucked up.
One thing I didn't see on Twitter, and I'm surprised. I was going through the little blogs. People are like, oh, that's a big diamond. That's crazy. Da-da-da. That's such an Uzi thing to do. And I'm like, why is no one saying that this guy's now a walking 5'1" lick?
Oh, but they're going to peel it out of his fucking forehead?
Easily.
They didn't do it to Sauce Walker.
Who's checking for Sauce Walker? No one is trying to see where Sauce Walker. This is little Uzi.
No one even knows where Sauce Walker's at. Where's he staying?
This is Uzi walking in the middle of the mall. This is my third day out here. This is Uzi.
Come on, Uzi's got goons with him.
He's got goons with him. But at the same time, how do you keep security to the point where you're this...
They got fucking big ass guns. They got AKs on them. They got red dot sights.
Is he gonna be able to keep those goons around him 24/7? This guy's a $24 million walk. He's $24 million walking around.
He carries fucking $24 million on him at any given time. No, that's not true. But he probably carries like 100 racks.
But like now it's in the idea of people. This guy's always $24 million.
I mean, he chased off Rich the Kid, so like, I'd imagine he's got some. I'd imagine,
But at the same time, we're even gonna.
No one's gonna fucking peel the fucking diamond out of his forehead.
If it was another rapper, like I would be like, okay. But Uzi, I don't think anyone's gonna try Uzi. But like at the same time, it's pretty risky.
It's too connected.
It's too risky.
That's the thing.
Because imagine him when he's just walking around with just a backpack with 24.
It's so cool though how you get to hear like the backstory because that it makes that one line. I still owe Elliot a little moolah.
Yeah.
What's that one song? It's off the Pluto versus Baby Pluto album.
No idea.
It says I still owe Elliot a little moolah, and he says he's been paying for it since 2017.
Yeah, that's crazy.
24 mil over 4 years. Okay, that's $6 million a year. $6 million a year that he's paying for a diamond that he hasn't even touched yet. Well, I imagine he's touched it, right? But like this he doesn't have it, right? Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Along with all the other jewelry that he's bought off Elliot, right? That's fucking nuts. He said his house all of his cars, everything that he owns would not pay for that. His clothing.
That's crazy. That's what I was. But when I was in the shower before I headed over here, I was thinking. I was like, man, how much money has Uzi really made over his run? Because he must have made a lot of money. Because before we even put in Eternal Take, there's Bad and Bougie. That song did numbers. EXO Tour Life, even touring.
Huge.
Even him touring those couple years, that was a big touring years for Drake. Little Pump was making mad money during that time, just for one song, pretty much. Gucci Gang.
Gucci Gang, yeah.
So I'm wondering how much money Uzi really made, because then you have seen it. Everyone's seen his cars. Everyone's seen the way he lives. This guy's probably made a lot of money, but I don't think Uzi. I don't think Uzi was spending a lot of money on a lot of more dumb shit that a lot of these other rappers were doing as well.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? I think that's where he's kept a lot of his money, where he can have these nice things.
You know what, funny? I totally hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But don't think we're gonna gloss over the fact that you just said you're thinking about Uzi in the shower.
Okay. I was thinking about
Yeah.
how much money.
It's on the record. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. So, okay, we got the crypto out of the way. Speaking of body mods, now that Kodak's free, you see that new tattoo?
Yeah, he got a tattoo in his hand of his lawyer's name.
That's so hard.
You pointed out.
Yeah, he's got the Star of David next to it. Like, obviously he's Jewish. He's a lawyer. Of course he's Jewish. He just had to put the Star of David. That is so funny. I'm sorry, but that is just like... you can't write this shit, man.
Oh, man. But that is a good fucking lawyer.
Oh, it's a good fucking lawyer, man.
That is probably the best lawyer
Dude, that's the thing,
ever
though.
have.
That's the thing, is like, people talk about, like, you know, like, the kind of company that, like, rappers keep and stuff like that with, like, other artists and, like, other famous people. Like, you know, Lil Baby hangs out with, like, James Harden and shit like that. But, like, people don't talk enough about rappers' lawyers. Like, I don't think it's Kodak, but there's another rapper's lawyer, and, like, I've seen pictures of him. Just dripped out, dude. Like, this lawyer is, like, your standard, you know, Jewish-looking lawyer, right? But he's got a fucking big iced-out Cuban link chain on. Like, it's the fucking iced-out rollie. Like,
come on.
Crazy. And it just goes to show, it's like, yo, like, to be a big-time lawyer like that with, like, that kind of clout where it's just like, oh, yeah, these rappers want to hire me because they know I do a good job. It's like, imagine how much they're paying for that. You want to talk about a big fucking diamond? Think of how much Kodak paid for his fucking lawyer, dude.
Easily $250,000. Easily.
I'd say more than that.
If not more.
I'd say like $2 million.
Exactly.
You think?
Freedom. What's the cost of freedom, right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
You got a presidential pardon. Come on. And I know his lawyer's been putting in work because, like, we talked about it before.
Well, I told you. Remember we talked about this on the last cast that we did.
Yeah.
How Kodak's lawyer used to be on a season of The Apprentice.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. Yeah.
So that's where it all ties together, and that's crazy. That's the long game right there.
Mm.
People want to talk about Lil Wayne meeting with Trump and like supporting him and shit like that. It's like, bro, he was just trying to get pardoned.
Exactly.
Allow him. Would you rather hear fresh verses from Wayne, or would you rather hear another fucking headline about him being in jail for another 10 years? Come on. Give him the fucking pardon, man. Allow him. He's the GOAT.
Later part of his life. Come on.
Allow him. I'm tired of this, man. What the fuck?
That's another thing too when you're talking about these like lawyers being out here. I think it was I want to say it was X's lawyer back in the day. This guy was on Instagram. Daily updates about the case, like, yo, like da 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 da. And the thing is, it was
that guy was a hard worker.
He was getting clout. He was getting clout just saying, like, just being out here telling people what's going on with the case, da da da. Like what was said, all that stuff, trying to get X free.
Yeah, that's a tough case to take, and also the fact that it was proven that like she was trying to be bribed to like testify that she, like that shit didn't happen to her. I'm probably not gonna go with that example.
Yeah.
That's just a scummy lawyer move, right? Like, I mean, R.I.P. I guess, but
Rest in
like
peace to the guy.
doesn't change the fact that like it's a pretty bad legacy to die on, you know.
No, that was pretty
And it's
rough.
definitely a pretty bad legacy to
the,
defend in court.
That was the controversy when X died too. It was people were like, "Oh, he's a legend." Or da, da, da,
yeah, and other people are like, "Rest in piss."
Yeah, people were like, "Fuck that guy."
I mean, shit, it's terrible, but like, what did you expect, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is, though. I mean, speaking of allegations, man. Because that's all it is, right? It was never proven in court, right? But speaking of allegations, Sheck West has been in the news recently, primarily for this new single that he's on with some YSL members, Young Ko and Yak Gotti. Get fucked up. I'm gonna tell you right now, dude. See, this is the thing. Like, Thug recently has been like every new release that he's been coming out with. Like, he'll be very inconspicuous about it. He'll just post like cover art and shit like that, right? So I was dead ass like so convinced that this was gonna be a new Thug album, or at least a YSL album, like Slime Language too, because there's a lot of talk about that coming out all over social media and on his social and everything like that, right? I was super convinced. I was like, I got home from work. I waited around till 10. I watched a live stream. They had a live stream where they premiered it on YouTube. I watched that, and Thug's in the studio getting crunk to this song, and then I realized it's just them looping this song. And I was like, "Where's Thug?" And then I went onto the page afterwards, and I realized it was just Yak Gotti, Young Ko, and Sheck West. I mean, it's all right. It's all right, but
I like the song.
I was so choked, man.
I can see the disappointment.
I was so choked.
Especially for me, when you're expecting a Thug album, something with Thug at least in it. And then,
you know me, man.
There's no Thug. It's just,
I'm probably like the biggest Thug fan in like a fucking 10-mile radius here, man.
Let's say 45. 45-mile radius.
Even better. Fuck.
Yeah. Let's say like the whole city of Edmonton, you're probably
choked.
one of the biggest Young Thug fans.
I was choked. I was like, oh man, because I seen Thug on the live stream.
Yeah.
They had motherfuckers on FaceTime. Get this, they got the live stream up there in the studio, and then there's like 3 dudes with like their iPhones out with these random people. You can't make them out because it's all blurry, right?
Yeah.
So there's people on FaceTime like on the live stream. It's like, I don't know who these are. I'd imagine they're YSL members, but I don't know.
It's like
I'd never even heard of Young Ko until that video. But shout out Yak Gotti. Yak Gotti was on their previous single, Take It to Trial, which I also thought was a fucking album release. Pissed. Good song though. It's a banger. But I was like, what the fuck? Like I thought, you know. So he got me twice, and he'll probably get me again. I mean, like, you know, the old saying goes, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." But hey, man, you can shame me all you want. I'll keep falling for it every single time. I'll tune into those live streams every time. Every time. But yeah, you know, like it's refreshing to see Sheck West back in the spotlight. You know, we haven't heard much from him in a while. You know, even with the release of Jack Boys, he didn't have much of a presence on that album. You know, that's Travis Scott's collective.
Last time I checked, he was doing his fashion thing. He was doing his little model.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But again, like he had those like sexual assault allegations against him and shit like that, right? And then I see, like, pretty much right after that live stream I tuned into, fucking, he's on Instagram. He's like, yeah, I crashed my Lambo.
Oh, yeah, he made a TikTok about it.
He's on TikTok?
Yeah, he TikTok.
Oh, of course he's on TikTok.
He crashed the Lambo, and then he made a TikTok for the Lambo. Which is, I guess, is a good way to, how can I say this?
Praise God. Praise God. Praise God. I mean, he's alive. He's alive. That's good. That's good. Glad that he's alive, you know. He had some heat when he first came out, but that's one of those people that I never thought I'd hear from again.
Yeah,
so
it's been a while.
But when I heard him on that track, it was pretty refreshing, you know. He's got this weird style, Yeah, sometimes he like gets like kind of like trippy and hypnotic or like kind of like psychedelic with his vocals.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain it, but like it's just like it's not what you'd expect from someone who's famous for being the one who released Mo Bamba, right?
Yeah.
And he's got these weird like whispery like kind of like you know not all there in the head type of like cadence to his like
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
so yeah, it's good to hear from him again. We'll see.
Yeah, no, Sheck West is one of those guys. I want to see him win. I've always wanted to see him
Of course. He's also from New York. You know?
He's from New York. I want to see him win because I remember the first time someone showed me Sheck West. I came back. It was 2018. It was around the end of December 2018, August. I came back from Zimbabwe.
Hey, dude. That was me.
That was you, yeah. It was you. And someone was like, yo, you got to check out this song. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah. And I got turned to that shit. That shit was my shit.
Bitch!
That shit was my shit. And then, it got overly hyped, overly exploited, all that shit. And then,
dude, I can't imagine if I was on TikTok then. I'd imagine that was probably crazy, a mess. Yeah. Probably a mess. Whew.
But that's another one of those songs you wonder how much money did that guy make off that song?
Oh, for sure.
I'm chilling.
Oh, for sure.
Because that was been playing at the clubs, the bars for months on end, along with Sicko Mode.
Yeah, but it seemed like he kind of fell off, though.
It seemed like he fell because the thing is, it was one of those where it was like, you have Mo Bamba, like, what's next? You can't really play.
But again, that's when the sexual allegations come out.
Then.
But, speaking of comebacks, I think we gotta put some light on Lil Durk. He's been having a great run lately. These last 6 months to a year, just a overall stellar performance. Great projects he's been releasing. I think this is something to be noted that he's got like a very consistent sound, right? Like it's not like just like a hit or miss. It's like a lot of his shit is just like always like, okay, this is really good.
Yeah, right? Lil Durk he's become one of these artists that you really count him out.
And it's funny because you always kind of seen him as like a sideline artist.
Because
like
he was
OTF
behind.
and shit like that. Yeah, exactly. How do you get out of like Chief Keef's shadow? How do you get out of like G Herbo's shadow? How do you get out of like Fredo Santano's shadow?
He was behind Chief Keef and all those guys. And it was kind of like, because even when I first got into the Chicago drill scene, that was one of my favorite scenes. Mm-hmm. For years on it. Like if you ask about what kind of music I was like, Chicago. People were like, man, it's too violent. Turn this shit off right up.
But he broke out.
To have a good time.
He broke out of that mold, right?
And then I was like, no. But then I heard about Lil Durk, and then I was like, man, I kind of just put him to the side. I was like, too much auto-tune. I was like, it's not like I love
the tune, man.
Yeah, I was like, he's using it way too much.
If there's
as of recent, he's just been going off.
If there's one person in the game who knows how to use auto-tune very well, it's Lil Durk.
Mm-hmm.
He's got fucking he's got Durk and he's got no auto Durk. Like that's how much of a like a part of his image is, right? That's how much part of his sound is, right?
That's what I'm
like
saying.
You know when it's Durk and you know when it's no auto Durk.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When he first came into the music scene, he was using too much auto-tune to the point where it was kind of like it was way too much. If anyone that did listen to Lil Durk back in the day, it would kind of roll him off. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I've always liked him as like a character, not even a character, but I have always liked him for his character and his attitude. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, that's a real ass nigga right there.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like Fredo Santana was a Little Durk, it's Fredo, Little Reese, real niggas. You know what I mean? But now he's coming out and he's showing people that he's actually more than just Chicago Dean. He's an artist. He can make it happen when he wants to make it happen. That's what I love about him. He's coming up.
Yeah, we just recently watched that Kanye Crazy video. Yeah. Not only was the visuals incredible, shout out Cole Bennett. He's doing spectacular now. Like he's one of those go-to names that you want to see. Like no one really pays attention all that much to like the directors of these music videos, yeah, you know, there's like there's certain ones like who's that one, like directed by X. He directed like a bunch of Weekend videos and shit like that. It's like when you see that, you're like, oh shit, this is gonna be like a movie, right?
Yeah.
But now you hear like, oh, Cole Bennett directed this. It's like, okay, let's see this shit because these are gonna be some fire ass visuals, right? Mm-hmm. And not only was the visuals good, but like the song overall was just like, it's a great song. I love it. Yeah,
no,
it's totally fit. It's totally fitting.
Yeah,
it's not just using Kanye's name in vain. You know, it's just like
that's one other thing too. Yeah, they're both from Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, that's another connection I didn't even make. Yeah.
Chicago. They're both from Chicago.
Shit, I didn't even make that connection. Damn. Yeah, that's hard. That is hard.
Yeah, because I was on before we listened to it. People were trying to say it was a Kanye diss. And I was like, I didn't even listen to it. I was like, it's not gonna be a Kanye diss. Why would it be?
It's like, more like a tribute.
Yeah. People are like, it's a Kanye diss, and like, did you even listen to it? I didn't listen to the song, but I was like, did you even listen to the song?
Yeah, and I mean, like, anybody, like, even like people who are close to Kanye, like, you see that video of that got leaked from like back in like the Sunday service, like time, like it was around the time that he was doing the MAGA hat shit. I guess he like freaked out on Chance the Rapper while he's out in Wyoming because he's on one of his like bipolar episodes and he's like yelling at Chance.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure Chance is probably still like, oh yeah, I love Kanye, right?
Yeah, no.
I met Kanye West. I'm never gonna fail.
It's like,
and then he released The Big Day.
But like when it's like the thing is, you look at it and it's like it's kind of like if you're working with one of your biggest idols or probably one of the biggest guys, if he's yelling at you and being like, "Yo, like, dude," you're not gonna take it as like it's out of spite or it's like he's not. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, like, come on.
He's one of the most like speculated human beings on the planet, right?
I'll take that advice and I'll take it with stride.
Exactly, man. You know you made it when people are making fun of you on South Park.
Yeah.
You know? Not only that, he's one of the most iconic skits on South Park.
Yeah, fish sticks.
Yeah.
I don't even watch South Park, but I know about that one.
You don't even watch South Park like that?
No, I don't watch that.
Oh, that's cool. My girlfriend hooked me up with a Crave subscription, and that shit's on it. I've been binging a lot.
I need to watch more South Park.
It's hard, especially these latest seasons that they've been coming out with, because like within the last like 5 seasons they've made it more like linear.
Yeah.
Right, and they've always been on like these current events, right? So it's really fresh. Like shit just happened like last week, and they got an episode about it coming out the next week. That's what they've been doing, right? But now they make it like a linear story throughout the season. It all ties together, right? All throughout these current events. So it's like current events tying together with this linear story in this season, and then it ties into the next season and the next season. They've just been doing that for the last 5 years, and it's just incredible.
Oh shit.
So earlier last year they released like a special for their new season that came out, and it was like an hour-long pandemic special, right? About the pandemic and about how nobody wants to see jokes about the pandemic when people are losing their lives and shit like that. And it was like this hour-long special, and it was hilarious, and it tied into the last season, and it had to do with current events. And then they just haven't dropped anything since. And it's like kind of disheartening because you want to, like, at any time that you want to see a South Park episode
is when the world
is right now.
Yeah, when the world's
right
upside
fucking
down.
now,
Yeah.
dude. When it's upside down, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think like maybe it's just like they're overloaded with like, what the fuck? Where do we start with, right? Or is this like the thing is like with that episode they kind of touched on like how they shouldn't be like making fun of like a situation like this, but at the same time it's just gold.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty much.
So it's kind of a.
Where can you even start? Yeah. Where can you start with the show? Like.
They're at a crossroads, but yeah. Just phenomenal writing on that show. Hilarious. Yo, have you watched Superstore on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it, but like I think it was Victor. I think someone was like, "Yo, if you need to watch a show on Netflix,
yeah,
was like,
I've seen that on Snapchat.
Is it funny?
That's where I first heard about it, and then someone mentioned that to me at work, right? And then my girl started watching it. She told me about this. So I was like, "All right, I gotta tune in."
So what is it, like a grocery store type of sitcom?
it's a grocery store type of comedy, and it's fucking hilarious, dude.
I can't believe someone hasn't thought about that sooner.
It's so good. It's
Like,
so
that's
hilarious.
one thing I can't believe. Like now, it's something like I'm like I haven't even watched, but I can't believe someone hasn't thought about it sooner because it's like, yo, when you do make these workplace type of like shows, it's like a grocery store is gonna be one of the places where
That's the thing.
start with
It's
a bunch of people.
It's not exactly in the same vein as Office, but like it's got the same kind of like relatable blue collar.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Relatable blue collar humor, right? It's pretty great.
I gotta
And,
watch.
I've worked in a grocery store before.
Yeah,
and
me
I can
too.
relate to it. It's like, oh,
I
yeah.
feel like a lot of people have.
It's
That's
exactly
the thing.
like
Why did
that,
no one
yeah.
think about this before?
Totally. Yeah. It's the last one. Okay, Kanye crazy. Yo, anything else? Anything else you gotta say? Like, I know it's been kind of like a slow news week, more or less, but you know, we made it work with what we got.
It was pretty fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about. We're not gonna touch on that. That's not really relevant, but are you just gonna walk away?
I don't think this.
Alright, I guess I'll just play us out. Alright. Thanks for listening. I think this will be our first official release. Please subscribe and stay tuned and keep a lookout for any further episodes that we have. We're trying to keep a regular schedule on this. Typically every Monday or so you can expect this type of content from us. Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you again sometime soon. Peace.